Siege 4 issues run, which was published in 2010, witnessed major events that I would like to review for those who haven't read this run before. Norman Osborn has become the director of the Hammer, also known as the National Peacekeeping Task Force, which includes his own team of Avengers. Thor has brought the city of Asgard and its heroes to Earth, and now Asgard floats just feet above the fields of Broxton, Oklahoma. Osborn has partnered with Loki to overthrow Asgard, and to achieve that, they set up Volstagg to confront the UFOs, which results in the Asgardian getting blamed for destroying a football stadium and killing thousands of spectators in Chicago. Osborn assembles his Avengers to lay siege to Asgard, but Ares, the god of war, refuses to attack the Golden City. Ares tells Osborn that he will not fight the Asgardians and will not allow Osborn to do so. Osborn says that Thor and Odin are absent, and that Loki has taken hold of Asgard, and wonders why Asgard is on Earth in the first place. Ares finally accepts to join Osborn, but swears that if he is lying, then he'll take his head off. Later in Asgard, Loki appears to Balder, who has recently become the king of Asgard, after banishing Thor for killing his grandfather Bor, and warns him of Osborn's impending attack. Loki claims that he tried to reason with Osborn, but failed. Shortly after, Sentry attacks Asgard and tears through its walls, to be followed by Osborn and his forces. Thor interferes against Osborn's expectations and is about to strike him, but he is attacked and tossed away by Sentry. Osborn and his Dark Avengers and the UFOs blast Thor with all their might and pound on him relentlessly, with the news broadcasting live from the battlefield, announcing that Thor was taken down by Osborn and his Avengers, which comes as a retaliation for what Volstagg did in Chicago the night before, as Osborn's camp claims. Steve Rogers watches the news and decides to interfere, while the battle continues to rage in Asgard, where Ares fights Balder, who demands to know the reason behind the attack. Ares says that it's Asgard's fault for banishing Thor and letting Odin fall, and for allowing Loki to take the throne, and declares that Asgard does not belong on Midgard. However, Heimdall comes out and tells Ares that Balder is the son of Odin and the rightful king of Asgard, and that Ares didn't protect Asgard from Loki's madness as he thought, but brought the madness upon them. Ares looks at the battle raging around and realizes that Osborn fooled him. Meanwhile, Osborn and his Avengers and the UFOs defeat Thor, where Osborn tells him that he's under arrest for treason against the US government, and that Asgard is under Osborn's jurisdiction. Osborn tells his Avengers that he wants to take Thor into custody, but he is suddenly hit by a missile, shot by Maria Hill, who interferes to save Thor. She shoots another missile from her rocket launcher, then opens fire on Osborn's team. Maria tells the truck driver to load Thor into the truck, but finds herself face to face with Ms. Marvel and the UFO's member known as X-Ray, who is about to deliver a fatal blow from behind, forcing Thor to interfere and to use what is left of his energy to scatter both Marvel and X-Ray. Thor collapses from the severe beating, but Maria and the truck driver manage to put him in the truck and to take him to Broxton, Oklahoma. Meanwhile, at the Avengers' hideout in Brooklyn, Steve Rogers assembles his new Avengers and informs them that Thor is down and that he's back and can't stand what he sees. He doesn't care who put Osborn in power. All what he sees is a madman leading troops into battle for no reason, and it feels a lot like the events that made him want to be Captain America in the first place. Steve says that their friends and allies are being attacked and may be killed, and that they are going to do something about it. Back in Asgard, Osborn sends Daken after Maria and Thor, and gives his permission for Daken to tear through the town if needed, but he is attacked by Ares, who yells at him that he lied. Osborn tells the enraged god that he had to lie to get him into the battle, but Ares tells Osborn that he promised to kill him if he lied, and that he vowed to keep his promise. Ares is about to kill Osborn when he is attacked by the Sentry, who knocks him away with a powerful punch. Ares tells Sentry that he thought they were friends, but Sentry responds with attacking and grabbing Ares from the neck, trying to suffocate him. Ares fights back and hits the Sentry, revealing that he is controlled by the Void, but Sentry launches himself at Ares with great force, bringing Asgardian monuments down. Ares tries to fight back, but Sentry elbows him in the face before grabbing him and ripping him in half, much to the shock of the combatants on both sides and bystanders. In Broxton, Daken, who was sent by Osborn to find Thor and Maria, reports that it's like looking for a needle in a haystack, causing Osborn to give his orders that no one gets in or out of the town. Daken then finds Thor and Maria, but Thor blasts him with a massive bolt of lightning, searing his flesh. Thor tells Osborn that he will not run or hide, and will defend Asgard with his very last breath. Osborn tells Sentry to give Thor his wish, but he is attacked by Captain America and his Avengers, who dash into the battle and engage Osborn and his team. Sentry then confronts Thor, determined to kill him, as Osborn ordered him to do. No one knows what Sentry can do, because there's no limit to his power set. Controlled by the Void, Sentry wonders how many gods he has to kill on the same day. Thor responds with striking Sentry with his hammer, but his attack does no damage at all. Thor tells Sentry that he has chosen the wrong master and the wrong battlefield, and for that, he must smite him down with all his power. Thor blasts Sentry with another massive bolt of lightning, but he tanks it and shows Void's powerful tendrils. Meanwhile, Osborn blasts Captain America and tells him that he's under arrest, but Cap blocks the blast with his shield and tells Osborn that he was going to tell him the same thing. Cap hits Osborn with his shield, but Osborn tries to fight back, only to find out that his shield has shut down by no one other than Tony Stark. Tony tells Osborn that he will take back the armor Osborn stole from him and will shut it down for good in a couple of seconds. With everything collapsing around him, Osborn refuses to let the Avengers win and orders the Sentry to bring Asgard down. The Sentry, who is about to crush Thor with his tendrils, causing him to bleed from the nose, flies with great speed through Asgard and levels the Golden City, bringing it down to the ground. The Iron Patriot armor then falls off, revealing that Osborn has painted his face green with yellow teeth, effectively becoming the Green Goblin again. Osborn yells that they don't know what they have done, only to be punched and taken down by Spider-Man. Thor asks Osborn about Loki, but Osborn says that Loki's dead, and that they are all dead, and that he was saving them all from death incarnate itself, namely the Void. Taking full control over the Sentry, the Void attacks the Avengers, while Loki feels regret for what he did, and pleads Odin for forgiveness. Void takes down Thor and the Avengers, while Loki urges Odin to help him, saying that he only wanted Asgard to rule in greatness. Loki reclaims the enchanted gems, known as the Stones of Norn, from the Hood's gang, and casts their mystical power on the heroes, giving them a second chance against the Void, mortals and Asgardians alike. The Avengers attack the Void with all their power, while Thor tells the Void that he took down Asgard and will pay for that, before blasting him with a massive bolt of lightning. Void realizes that Loki is the one who gave the Avengers their new powers after they were beaten. He attacks Loki, who tries to fight back, but Void brutally kills him and destroys the magical stones. Loki's last word was apologizing to Thor for what he did. Iron Man tells Thor to lure the Void out of Asgard and into the fields, and remotely takes control of the Hammer helicarrier, instructing Victoria Hand to abandon the ship in 10 seconds, before turning it into a missile and sending it crashing onto the Void, creating a massive explosion that lights up the entire region. The explosion momentarily awakens Robert Reynolds, who takes control again, but is shocked to see the destruction he caused. Reynolds urges the Avengers to kill him, but Thor refuses to do that, and tells Reynolds that he will live to pay for his crimes, and to see the penance for the death of his Asgardian brothers, and for the fall of Asgard. Suddenly, the Void takes control again and attacks the Avengers, but still urging the heroes to kill him at the same time. Thor strikes Void with a massive bolt of lightning that leaves nothing of the Sentry or the Void, but a sizzling skeleton. Thor then covers the corpse with his cape, flies away to the sun, and throws the cape along with the corpse into the boiling star, where they disintegrate. Void was a real menace back then, proven to be more powerful than Thor and the Avengers combined. The heroes had no chance defeating this demon, until Loki decided to atone for what he did, and cast the power of the Norn stones on the heroes, giving them another chance to save the day. Nevertheless, karma struck Sentry back, when Null, the god of the symbiotes, tore him apart and seized control of the Void, absorbing it into himself, the way Sentry had torn Ares and Carnage before. Hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. Thanks for watching, and have a nice one.